Hello, everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Thursday, February 10th, 2022. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you're having a wonderful day or had a wonderful day whenever you're watching this. And it's been kind of a weird weather day. Warm, then snow, then warm, then snow. Yeah. And right now looks like it's just more snow. So, and that's kind of what's coming up. We'll actually talk about weather in the show today because it's kind of a messy 24 hours. I want to make sure you're ready for not only this evening, but even through the weekend. So we'll talk about that coming up in headlines. I promised you Super Bowl fun as you prep for the Super Bowl. I don't know what you're doing out there, but if you're looking for some ideas, I have searched the globe, well, the World Wide Web, and found some interesting ways to up your game this year for the Super Bowl. Since there's no Packers in it, we got to find something to make it fun, right? I mean, it's still going to be fun. And for those of you who love football, I like football, I think it's going to be a great game. But there's so many things that you can do around it. We'll talk about food, entertainment, and games. The whole gamut. I even have something in there for Andrew. So we'll talk about that coming up. And then we'll check in with Department of Trade Consumer Protection, talking about that student loan debt repayment scams and tools, how you can stay safe from being scammed. It is a top scam in the state, or one of many. So we want to make sure that we share some information for you. So we'll check in with our friends at Department of Trade Consumer Protection a little bit later. Let's jump into the headlines, and we start with the snow. And as we come on the air here, this could have been updated. So I do want to throw that out there that as these things work out, anytime we talk about weather, we do want you to make sure you check back in with whoever you get your weather from. We get it from the National Weather Service, Milwaukee Sullivan, but it's important to note that you got some quick burst of accumulating snow happening tonight. More to the north and less to the south, but it's still going to make for a messy drive. I know we have basketball happening tonight, so we're prepared to take it slow getting to and from the game in Verona, but snow is a happy night. And the storm starts off as kind of a snow event and then turns into more of a rain event on the Friday side of it. So kind of an interesting trend there as far as this goes. And then after this storm passes, well, it gets cold. Like all this week, it's been warm. And then we head into the weekend and it gets just cold. So expect a cold weekend ahead. Some snow may try to sneak into central and southern Wisconsin towards the later half of the weekend. Otherwise, next week, best for chance for widespread is about the middle part of next week. They're looking for some snow, and that kind of, you can see, goes with said temperatures. So we'll see what happens. But I see 40s on the map potentially as we work here in the coming days. So we'll keep an eye on that. But this weekend, you're going to have to bundle up when you head out. All right, Fitchburg is talking about this, but February 6th through the 12th is National Burn Awareness Week. And we got another tip from the fire department. That's right. To prevent splatter burns and injuries when frying, always use a pan lid or splash guard to prevent grease splatter. I have one of those splash guards. They work really well. Plus, it just gets so messy. It's like when you're cooking your bacon or you're frying something in the pan. You gotta have that because that splatter, it stings. And you definitely want to, if you have the little ones around and whatnot, to prevent yourself from being injured or worse, fire. So another great tip there. You can check out the Facebook page of the fire department for more tips this week for Burn Awareness Week. Beginner yoga with Kurt. Stay stronger longer. I love that right up there. Kurt is not only a decorated former college runner for UW-Madison, he is also a very in-demand instructor at MSCR, and because of this, he's a great yoga instructor. And Kurt joined the Fitchburg Senior Center over 5 years ago. As dedicated following because of his hands-on approach to his practice. You'll feel confident in each move you perform in your results. New series starts Monday, March 21st through May 23rd. No class on the 28th. The cost is $72. Visit the Fitchburg Senior Center website, fitchburgwi.gov/senior center. Then go to their programs registration tab to sign up. All right, upgrade your mask for better protection. We've been talking about this and sharing it with you. But as you're going into the Super Bowl this weekend, maybe you're heading out to a party or something, we want to make sure you stay safe out there. So any mask is better than none. So let's just start with that, all right? No mask, probably a bad idea. So I just throw that out there that not a right answer here. You can get better protection, and that's what this diagram shows. So any mask is better than none, especially in crowded indoor spaces. This graphic indicates how much wearing of each kind of mask lowers the odds of testing positive for COVID-19 in a recent study. So that N95, KN95 has it lowers your percent the highest. Special. They are special. Surgical masks bring it down to 66, and that cloth mask bring in that 56%. So 66% on the surgical mask, 56 on the cloth. You can combine a surgical and cloth mask to get some better protection as well. And either way, check those masks, upgrade them, and continue to wear them. Stay safe. The numbers are still high in all 72 counties as of this week. So while the numbers are trending down, they are still high, and there's still many people who are passing away from COVID-19. So we'll keep it strong and keep updating those masks. All right, turning our attention to the roads and commercial motor vehicles, CMVs need space. I bet you haven't seen this since you opened up that book for your driver's license, because that's what I was thinking when I first saw this. But use caution when passing. It's very good to know that semis have some pretty tough blind spots, and Andrew can contest this. He's a CDL. He drove some semi once in a while. So don't linger in those blind spots. State law prohibits drivers from returning to a traffic lane until safely clear of overtaken vehicle. Do not tailgate or follow too close. It decreases the driver's reaction time. State law prohibits drivers from following another vehicle more closely than it's reasonable. Use and watch your turn signals. Those commercial vehicles require extra room to turn, and never try to squeeze in between the curb and a turning commercial vehicle, because you will be rubbed, among other things. It will move you because those trucks are strong. But those blind spots are pretty tough, Andrew, and he knows that from driving. So give them plenty of space when you're out on the road next time, as they need it to be safe, and we want you to be safe as well. That does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest. We've got your Super Bowl party tips. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. Wear a cloth face covering and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready!
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. The digest today, we're talking about your Super Bowl party this weekend. Yes, it is Super Bowl weekend. You got the Olympics going on too, so what a great weekend for sports. You can't get any better than that, I guess, as far as sports go. But Super Bowl is this Sunday, and we want to help you up your ante for that party if you're having it at home. I know we are, and I'm going to adopt some of these things that we talk about today. Andrew is also going to be joining us today.
Yes.
I call him the main host. He's the backup host. He should be the main host.
No.
He's here, and he agrees with a lot of this stuff. So let's jump into this first one, Andrew. Most popular Super Bowl dip at every state. I didn't even know they track this stuff.
I know, right? They
Google
seem to
Trends
track a lot
on this.
Yeah.
You can see where we got this info from, so you can check out the website there. But taco dip for Wisconsin, I mean,
I can't believe it's a cheese dip.
I am shocked too. I am really shocked. I don't know what.
Are you a taco dip fan?
Well, of course, I love taco dip. I was just gonna say, like, I think if you go to the grocery store this week, like the taco dip in the deli section, like they'll have hundreds of them ready to go. So I'm not surprised on that front. But yeah, I would have guessed some type of cheese beer dip.
All of our surrounding neighbor states, all the fans of those, not taco dip. So,
I saw buffalo chicken dip, and I was like,
done. That's it. That's me.
Right there is Andrew's dip. But
I mean, cheddar cheese dip, jalapeno popper dip. Oh yeah, I'm good with all of those. All of our surrounding states. I'm just not a taco dip fan. That's it.
Yeah. Not surprised. You're pretty picky when it comes to some food, so we'll leave it at that.
Hey, but like I said, if it's spicy, it's mine. I got it. So we're good.
If it's spicy, it goes down nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's talk about Wisconsin favorites.
Yes.
And I said this to Andrew earlier. I'm like, I didn't even know this website existed, but it's a pretty cool website. DieHardPackerFans.com.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let's find some Wisconsin tailgate foods. Like, let's nail it down. And they have the full recipes for these. So while we're just sharing you what they are, if you go to this website, you can get these recipes. And they're all easy recipes, let me tell you.
Yeah,
so their dip's choice are beer dip, which Andrew and I both said, yeah, and corn chip chili cheese dip.
All right.
The CCCD dip. Sounds pretty good. Looks good there, too. On to finger foods, and who can't beat some crispy chicken wings with chili lime butter. Sounds pretty tasty, if you ask me. Also, you got the sweet and spicy sriracha bacon chicken bites.
I mean, that sounds amazing.
I've never had anything like that. I'm very interested in that.
I might make those because that sounds amazing.
They say, the cost of things are up right now, so you might not be able to get your chicken wings on this, so maybe you go to your backup to the chicken bites, which I think is cool. All right, sandwich-wise, you've got some good ones here. I like those meatball sliders. They look pretty tasty there, but choose your poison. Ribs and chicken and other meats. Well, you got the Green Bay Packer brats, which look pretty darn good. Yep. And the Die Hard Packer fan venison tenderloin, which you can't cook long on the grill there. So that one, you got to be careful with that, but good stuff there. And the sweets, well, we load up on the sweets here, or I should say they did. You got the Minion Green Bay Packers cupcakes. I like those recipes.
Twinkies, I love it.
It looks just tasty. Rice Krispie treats, Rice Krispie balls on there, and even the Green Bay truffles, which I like because it looks like there's Oreos involved in that one. So you can't get any better than that. Go to the diehardpackerfan.com to find those recipes. So now you've got your food ready to go. Let's take it up a notch with, how to present that food. And I came across a lot of different things, but the snack stadium.
This is crazy.
This is the craziest one I could find.
First of all, if you need that much Gatorade for your party, you're having a slamming party.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you'd have to go to, a Costco, Sam's Club.
You'd have to get a couple. You'd have to get a couple, 30 packs of Gatorade just to get that, and water and drink. I mean, there's more than just Gatorade in there for liquids.
And in this, if you go to the delish.com, they'll give you the full recipe, and they even show you how to assemble it here. It is quite the thing, Andrew, with the definitely loaded up on the drink side of things.
How about just the open bags, the pillars? They're the pillars of the stadium, these open bags of chips.
I like that. I like the chicken wings in the cups, too.
Oh, yeah, the chicken wings in the cups, cool. Come on. And then the chips and the wraps in the middle, and the veggies, it's a really good idea. There's you're finished, but that's a lot of.
You see, there's even Pringle. Are those Pringle?
Yeah, they're open Pringle cans.
Awesome.
All I could say is this would be destroyed at my house by my kids, so it wouldn't look presentable for very long.
And there are a lot of, but I'll tell you, I visited 10 sites, and Super Bowl setups like this, stadium setups for dishing out that food, is a must this year. So definitely check that out. There's a lot of examples out there, but this is the craziest one I could find.
Yeah.
All right, turning your attention. So for those of you who may not necessarily care for the game, but care for some fun, I've got a few options here for you. Super Bowl bingo, which I think is a lot of fun. I'm planning on doing this year with my wife and kids. As you watch the commercials, you can you mark it off and see who gets bingo first, because you can make the bingo cards any way you want to. But see what comes up first, and play bingo. And there's so many variations of this bingo too. I would give it a shot. It sounds like a lot of fun. Also, jumping online and playing games online. Like if you're Zooming with somebody, I just thought this was pretty cool. Like, you want to get together. Maybe you can't get together this year because somebody's not feeling good. Whatever. Jump on Zoom with your friends. And I put the links here from this site. And it gives you a couple different places where you can like set it up to make it on the Zoom call, to make it like you're sitting around a campfire, Andrew. Like it's pretty funny.
Nice.
And then
Awesome.
also play some games together as well. So you can play that bingo game together. This one is another one that I'm going to print off this year.
The guessing game.
Yep. Yeah. So you kind of fill out everything and see what happens. Like,
that looks cool.
And these are like those prop bets. Like that's really where this falls into. I didn't want to, seriously say betting's a good thing, but just kind of guessing like, well, what's the coin cost going to be? Heads or tails, Andrew? Do you know? It's probably going to be heads. I'm just throwing that out.
Tails never fails.
Oh, man. But another great way to have some fun. And then finally, how about just some Super Bowl party games for the adults? So you're not interested in the game, but you kind of still want to listen and play some games. Here were some games. USA Today had top 11 games to play. I put a few on there. I figured, Andrew, you've had to play some of these, right?
I have all of these games, so we're good.
There you go. Well, then we've figured it out then for sure. Like I said, a lot of fun there. It's fun. These are fun things to do. So hopefully you'll have fun this year with the Super Bowl. It should be a great game regardless. I'm rooting for LA, so I'm throwing that out there right now. I know everybody wants Cincinnati, but
Bengals.
Matt Stafford, he's got to win this. Matthew,
Bengals.
My friend, he's got to. After suffering with the Lions all these years, he needs a Super Bowl win. All right, that does it for us on this segment. Coming up next, we'll open up our guest segment with Department of Ag, Trade, Consumer Protection, protecting you with your student loan debt. Next, right here on TF.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household. But phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills. Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Department of Ag, Trade, Consumer Protection, it's our friend, Laura Sutherland. Laura, welcome back to the show and Happy New Year to you. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, Jeremy. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
Well, I am glad you're back. The team is back for another season here on Talking Fitchburg season, like we have seasons. This is season episode 26, in case you're wondering, season 13 episode. Yeah. No, we're glad to have you back and appreciate everything you have you folks have done in 2021 and coming out with some great stuff here in 2022. And we're starting the talk today talking about student loan debt repayment scams, tools, and even some events coming up to help educate on this front. And my first question to you off air was like, are we having a lot of scamming going on when it comes to student loan debt? And you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. So student loans, unfortunately, has all of the ingredients that entice those scammers. And that is a really complicated repayment scheme. The government is involved because you're paying the government back your loans, and there's a lot of money at stake. So when you have those three things, you have people that are going to come in with misinformation, fraudulent information, trying to part you with your money and your identity. And so really want people to understand that and get in front of it. And the reason why we're doing some workshops around it and we're talking about it now, Jeremy, is because the federal government has put in place a forbearance on federal student loans. And that's been in place throughout COVID to ease that economic strain of student loans. But that federal student loan forbearance is going to get lifted on May 1st, 2022. It's been extended a couple times. It got extended to January. They just recently extended it to May. But then in May, they're going to lift that forbearance. And what that means is people are going to have to start paying these loans back. For many people, they've never paid them, right? Because their loans came up for payment during COVID and they were in forbearance, so they didn't have to make these payments. So this is going to be a real shift for a lot of folks out there. The other thing is there's a lot of older people that have these loans. You know, one of the things that I think people think is true about student loans is that it's a young person's game. Well, for sure, a lot of young people go to college after high school or in their mid-20s, what have you. But there's also a lot of older people that go back as a second career, retraining because of the economic shifts. But also, you know, they're paying for their kids' loans and they still have their loans, right? So you're seeing a rise in north of 60-year-olds with student loans and real issues with student loans. So this issue affects a lot of people. And because of that, the Department of Financial Institutions, along with the Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection, is going to get out in front of it. And we're offering a couple workshops in January. We're offering one in the evening, Thursday, January 20th, from 6 to 7:30, and then another one during the day, Friday, January 21st, from 11:30 to 1. And all this information can be found on our website to learn about these and where you can register. And these workshops are going to be great. So first, the Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection is going to talk about consumer protection. Obviously, we're going to talk about scams and how to avoid them. And there are many scams around student loans. As I said, it has all the ingredients for a recipe for scamming. You'll often see unsolicited emails, texts, pop-ups about how someone can make your payments super easy, make them go away. They can take care of it for you, all the red flags of a scam. And in fact, it's not very easy. No one can make them go away. And no one is partnering with the federal government. So you'll see those kinds of scams. What we often see when it comes to student loan scams is that they ask you to pay them monthly, a monthly fee, and they'll take care of it for you. Also a problem. Now, there are some companies that do that. They're not outright scams. They're not illegitimate, but here's the deal about student loans. All the information about what payment plan you should be in is free. You can get it for free. You can get it from the federal government. You can get it from all kinds of legitimate nonprofits. So these for-profit entities that are calling you and asking you to pay them to help you figure this stuff out, you know, they're entitled to do that. You can pay for stuff that's free, but no, you can get this for free. And so that's important. And we'll talk about what these scams look like in more detail. The other great thing about this workshop is that the Department of Financial Institutions has partnered with a company called Savvy, and it's a repayment tool that helps you navigate these repayment schemes. So unfortunately, you know, as the government is wont to do, it's a little complicated what plan you're supposed to be in and which loans qualify, et cetera, et cetera. So Savvy has a great repayment tool. that costs money generally, but the Department of Financial Institutions is in has a grant and is in a contract with them, and is the first 5,000 people who sign up get this tool for free. And folks are saving money when they use this tool. There's the average amount is $156 a month they're saving, with a lifetime savings of about $28,000. So it's a really great tool. And again, it was free if you're the first 5,000 people that sign up, and you'll learn about this tool from the savvy experts at the workshops, what it does, how it works, and how you can sign up for it. And as I say, right now, because the government's contract, Wisconsin's contract, you can get this tool for free. So really important information. The other thing, folks need to do is be wary of these scams. And if they unfortunately think they've fallen for a scam, they should let us know, because if they've fallen for it, other folks have fallen for it too. So file a complaint with the department. We absolutely investigate these and try to resolve them and get people's money back when they get scammed.
Wow, is that a lot of information?
Yeah,
My goodness.
yeah.
But a lot of great information out there, and what a cool partnership to have. We're excited for these classes. Real quick then, can you when are those 2 classes coming up again, and how can we register for those?
So real quick, the classes are January 20th at 6 to 7:30, and January 21st at 11:30 to 1. You can sign up for them at our website. There's a registration at datcp.wi.gov. You can also register at DFI's website. And in the interim, if you have some questions, you can also call. Wisconsin has a student loan help hotline that is sponsored by the Wisconsin Coalition on Student Debt and offered by Ascendium. It's a free hotline. The number is 833-589-0750, 833-589-0750. Super great resource, because you have loan experts on the other end of that line that can answer questions about your personal situation privately. You can spend as much time on the phone with them as you want to about how these things work. And so a lot of times that's what we need. A lot of times we want to do these things on our app and by ourselves and on the computer, but some of this stuff is complicated, and having a human that's going to talk to you is great. So I really encourage people to call that hotline. And then of course you can go to Federal Student Aid, which is the federal government's website. And there's a lot of information there as well.
All right. Well, thank you for the update. This is great. Very excited for this. We'll help promote that, and good luck with that. And we'll look forward to talking with you folks again this month. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Jeremy, for having me.
You betcha. Check out the DATCP's website for the information that was just shared with you today. And we'll check in with DATCP later this month. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, wrapping up the show for the day. What a Thursday show. And we want to thank our friends from the Department of Trade and Consumer Protection helping us out. You can stay up to date with upcoming seminars on those student loan debt through their website, and just great information at the Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection. And Super Bowl ideas, I think we got you covered, so we hope you'll have a lot of fun with that. All right, as we wrap up here, remember you can stay connected with Fact TV. It's fast, fun, free, easy, and awesome.